Hey guys, welcome back to the Vaughn Homestead. Before we get started, if y'all don't mind, if you end up enjoying this video, if you would please hit that subscribe button, maybe a thumbs up if you felt like it was a helpful video, and possibly even, share on some of your, other social media platforms, Facebook or whatever. But I'm just one of those kind of people that I'm always looking at ways to better my animals and setups, their lifestyle and all that kind of stuff. So if you've been watching some of my previous videos, you may see I'm constantly been adding stuff to the duck coop and all that, trying to get them better situated and all. So, and yet I've done it again. As you see here in the platform, or see here in the background, they now have a platform up there where normally the chickens would roost at, but of course the ducks really don't roost. But I wanted, of course with winter coming up, I wanted to make sure that they had a way of being up off the ground, out of the direct flow of the cold wind blowing or anything like that. So without further ado, I'm gonna swap over and give y'all a better angle of the platform here. So inside here, this is just simply a poultry slat. So what it has, it's got holes in it, but yet they're small enough that the chickens and ducks and all that can walk on it. You can also use this for the bottoms of like rabbit cages and stuff like that to let the poop and urine and all that fall through. So of course, whenever they're up here, sitting, this is 2 foot wide and it's 4 foot long. Of course my coops are 5 foot wide, so it works out just just right. There's not too much left on the ends as far as once I center it and all. So this here will allow them to be up off the ground up here to where again they're out of the direct flow of cold air and all that. Possibly plus they won't be sitting there sleeping by the the wire and all that, where something could try to get them while they're sleeping through the wire or anything like that. I'm gonna end up building them a ladder that's gonna go from here to about right there. It'll be approximately about 4.5 foot long, assuming unless they just catch on to being able to jump up there. Then of course I won't really worry about too much about a ladder. They'll just kind of like with the chickens, of course the chickens hop up there themselves on the roost and all that, so without a ladder. So I'm gonna see if the ducks can figure out that as well, and if not, then they'll get a ladder. So let's see if we can round up some of the ducks and put a couple of them up there and kind of see what they think of it. So I got a couple of them set up there. We got Snow White and Spike here. Of course I picked them up off the ground and tossed them up there, but pretty much of course if you've been watching some of my previous video, you'll see Snow White's been learning to get on top of everything, and she's been on top of this 6 foot coop right here that they're inside of. She's been on the deck, she's been on top of the fence, and just everywhere. She's pretty much trying to learn to fly and all that. But basically by sitting them up there, especially her, once she starts hopping up there a little bit more, the others should catch on. So if within the week, because of course we still got plenty of time before it gets cold, where I just would really like them to be up there at night. If I don't start seeing all of them up there at least once, go get out. This is not your coop. If I don't see all of them up there at least once, then of course, like I said, I'll come in with the ladder, and eventually I'll be I'll steadily catch them and put them up there, just kind of give them the idea of what it is to be like that. Yes, I do know that the kiddie pool is directly underneath, but of course they get in there with dirt and poop and pee and all that stuff in there anyways whenever they're swimming, so that really ain't a big deal. We usually clean that out, and that was literally cleaned out yesterday. And so if you've ever had ducks, then you'll know they're just dirty animals. They just are. So that'll be cleaned out again tomorrow. I typically do every other, no more than about every basically about every 3 or 4 days. Basically, like I said, about every other day. We may go an extra day here or there, just depending on how busy my schedule is. But generally about every 3 or 4 days, it's always cleaned out, whether it be by me or my wife. So yeah, hope this video was helpful to some of y'all. If it was, of course, again, like I always say in my videos, hit me up in the comment section, with any of your, if it was helpful for you, of course, hit that thumbs up. If it was, or hit me up in the comment section, let me know, if you like the idea, if you got any questions as far as, any of my setups or anything like that, maybe if you want to, combine some of my ideas with your ideas, just hit me up. I don't mind, giving out any of the information that I have or tips of the trades or anything like that. That's kind of the reason I have this channel, is for, helping the others, who may have the, some of the same issues just getting started, or, trying to figure out ways to better their setups and stuff like that to make it more comfortable for you as the owner as well as the animals and all. So You know, like I said, hit me up in the comment section if you got any questions, concerns. Other than that, y'all have a good one.